Hello everyone, my name is Olorunfunmi Adebajo. I am a speaker coach. I help you improve your communication skills so that you can speak effectively and with charisma so that you can take your business and career to the next level. I have over 15 years experience in public speaking. I also have a certificate in competent communication from Toastmasters International. Also, I am a well sought after female MC. I have won several awards in speech contests across Nigeria. That makes me the best speaker coach that you need. Today, we'll be talking about 8 basic tips for effective communication in front of a live audience. Tip number 1, admit you have a problem. And you're not the only one in this. Do you know that aside the fear of death, public speaking is rated the next? Why are you afraid? So you need to know that I have a problem, but I'm not the only one in this. Identify your problems and then you're able to solve them. Some people's problems when they need to stand in front of a live audience include shaky hands, shaky feet, and some people just begin to stutter. But if you know that you need to speak in front of an audience, you need to prepare, rehearse ahead of time so that you can deliver at your best. The second tip to delivering an effective speech is to solve the problem. Now you have identified that I have a problem. And like I said earlier, you are not the only one that has the problem. Every public speaker has an issue with stage fright at some point or the other. So you're not the only one. In solving this problem, there are 3 things to note. Your body. 1, take care of your body. If you are able to take care of your body very well before your presentation, you'll be mentally alert and able to deliver effectively. If you are not mentally alert to deliver your speech, then you start using pause fillers. As in, it's like all those things distract your audience from what you're trying to say. Take care of your body. Number 2, be mentally alert. Number 3, your confidence. I'd like you to know there were other people that could have been selected to give that speech, but because you are valuable, they chose you to speak. So you need to speak to yourself, prep yourself, and say, I have something to offer. That is why I was selected to give this speech, and ensure that you are prepared to give it your best. People want to listen to you. That's why the audience are seated, and I'm sure you don't want to let them down. The third tip that you need as an effective speaker is to organize your content. A very good speech should have an opening, a body, and the conclusion. Let your speech be well structured. The opening, the body, and the conclusion. Tip number 4, develop a very great opening. It has to be catchy, it has to be captivating, and it has to be worth remembering. How do you do this? You tell a story. Everybody loves listening to stories. Or you give a staggering statistic that makes everybody want to listen to what you want to say. And your method of delivering must also be very catchy. My name is Funmi, and I'm here to teach you public speaking. It's different from my name is Funmi and I'm here to teach you public speaking. So you need to develop a great opening and deliver it using gestures and a good voice tone. The 5th tip for delivering your speech effectively is own the room. While you are at the lectern, or while you are on the stage, or while you have the microphone speaking, you own the room and the audience wants to listen to you. You don't want to let them down. Own the room, take charge, maximize the space, and relish every opportunity to give the valuable speeches that you have to your audience. How do you own the room? The first thing is get to the presentation space on time so that you are familiar with the space in which you are speaking. Get there on time so that you are familiar with the microphone and all other sound systems. The 6th tip for delivering effective speeches is to connect with your audience. The three most important factors in delivering speeches are the speaker, the audience, and the venue. Without the audience, the speaker will be speaking to himself. You need to connect with your audience and ensure that what you are saying is actually relevant to the category of audience that you have. Imagine a public speaker needing to address primary 6 pupils and he goes there talking about insurance. It doesn't make sense. Or you want to address a group of bankers and you're talking about nursery rhymes. Except if you want to use that as a joke, it is not relevant to what you're there for. You need to let them know why you're the best person for the position you are in as a speaker. Number 7. Remember always that content is key. If you've connected with your audience and you've owned the space, but you have a very shallow content, trust me, nobody will want to listen to you. Everybody is seated to listen to you as a speaker because they want to learn something new. Perhaps you want to change their orientation on something, or you want to persuade them or give them certain information that they never knew. Ensure that you develop a very great content to deliver to your audience. In delivering your content, please note that your content should be clear. It should be easy to understand. Nobody goes to a function with a dictionary, so you need to speak in clear terms. It needs to be concise. That means you should use very little words to express what you have to say. And then it needs to be captivating. If you want them to remember you for what you have said, then create a very creative and captivating speech. Trust me, they'll remember you. And the last tip for delivering speeches effectively is ask for honest feedback or opinion from members of the audience. This helps you identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Once you know your weaknesses, you can go back home and develop on them. And like I said earlier, everyone has made a mistake at some point or the other. So even if you have a bad feedback, that's not the end of the world. Ensure that your mistakes, your errors are noted, and then you go back home to develop on them. Remember, great leaders are great speakers. So do not lean on your oars. If you've made a mistake, polish yourself and be ready to speak again. Thank you. We just learned the 8 basic tips of effective public speaking. And at the next class, we'll be talking about managing stage fright. Enroll now. I'll see you then.